Hey everybody, welcome.
What's going on, guys?
To another episode of Burning Briefs. Yeah, podcast. Yeah. I am your host, Class. This is my co-host,
Mr. J.
Yeah.
What's up?
Sorry, my mic is making too much noise right now. I'm just trying to adjust it. There we go. Yeah, and today's podcast, well, I mean, this is probably going to be recorded in advance to kind of talk about what's happening right now, which is the election. Today is like, what, the 4th? It's a big situation for a lot of people. Very nerve-wracking. Everybody's freaking out right now.
My buddy put up this post today. It made me laugh, and he was right. He was like, everybody right now is watching and waiting for results like an STD test. And I was just like, wow. Like,
it's true, dude. Yesterday, I told everybody. I told my girl because she was starting to look it up. I was like, don't. Or if you do, don't even bother asking me.
The last time I had checked it, Biden was up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that this morning. But I was saying yesterday, I didn't bother looking because everyone I know was nervous.
Yeah.
And that whole situation for me was like, if I don't detach myself away from that, I'm going to get stressed out for no reason. I'm not going to be able to sleep. And I got a lot of projects to do the next day.
Yeah.
So that election thing like scared me. That even my girl was talking to FaceTiming her sister Nena, and they were talking, and they were talking about the results a little bit, and I told her, nope, don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. Can't. Sorry, don't, please, can't. I just can't, bro. It's scary, bro.
No, it is. It's nerve-wracking. Like, this is one of the few times I've actually been kind of interested in this, and like I've actually paid attention, and like I'm actually nervous. I'm sitting there watching it, and I can see the numbers, and Biden's still up, and I'm still just like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Electoral votes, those are terrifying things to feel, man. Electoral vote scares me the most, but I'm only gonna say this. I talked about this in like the Political Commentator, where I said, look, Biden wins this if everything has to be mailed, because no one seeing an envelope on their house is going to be like, I'm not going to vote. They see it. To them, it's kind of like poor judgment if they don't vote on all the other stuff. So they're going to vote. So even so, they might even vote at that moment consciously for Biden. So it's all good if you do. It's not like you're a bad person for doing it. Like, you're not, you pick lesser too. Who gives a crap about that? At the end of the day, but I felt that that's how Biden was going to win. And Trump was going to win if they had to do it in person, because die-hard Trump fans, we're just going to go there and be like, I don't care if I get COVID. COVID's a fictional thing. And it's just like...
It's not, by the way.
It's not. It's real.
It's not.
Real, yeah. Don't let anything tell you otherwise.
We're socially distanced.
Yes. We've been keeping very safe. I work in a job where it's a lot of people around, but we always play it safe, washing hands,
and they're like,
keeping masks
I don't
on.
think they're 6 feet apart.
Unfortunately, we are lucky enough to be very safe and cautious when we go out. We have not felt any kind of effects. Thank God for that. I know that sometimes symptoms don't show, but luckily for us, we're always very we don't touch the same stuff.
I've been tested.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's been fine, and I've been fine because I have not felt any kind of illnesses since. But crossing fingers, that stays the same.
Right.
Especially during this election, because right now, what's going to happen next, who's going to win. It doesn't, it matters and it doesn't matter. It matters to a lot of people because if Trump wins
it matters.
4 years.
Yeah, it's going to matter. It's just, everyone is just waiting on the result, and either a lot of people are going to be really happy or a lot of people are going to be really upset. It's going to be funny to watch the outcome.
Yeah, no, it's going to be quite interesting how it's going to turn out. But like I said, I already had my number on Biden winning this because of the mailing thing, and he's already up. So,
yeah,
I got a feeling it's going to be a Biden and Kamala Harris type of presidency.
Well, that's what a lot of people are hoping for, definitely.
And maybe, I'm just going to throw this. Maybe he retires 2 years into his presidency, and then lets Kamala take the wheel. Look, I'm just saying, she didn't get elected in, but if she gets 2 years to, make some kind of difference, she might help the female, candidates up there, you feel me? Whoop, whoop, I don't know.
Demographic?
Yeah. There might be some some potential out there for other female candidates who are in the cabinets, who are in the government, to get a shot at presidency
Yeah.
more than they did. Because Hillary was...
She definitely seems like she has some good, good ideas and good things in mind.
Of course, yeah. It's good intentions, I'm sure.
Yes.
And, I mean, besides, we already know that with Biden, Kamala, we're going to get... Or Biden, Harris, you're going to get more better results. Then Trump, with Trump, you're just going to get a little knee-jerk here and there going, I'm doing all this fake news, this guy, I'm going to fire him, look how cool I am. That stuff's just, it gets old. And another 4 years of that is just like watching good TV or bad TV, whichever way you want to put it at.
It's more like reality TV at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I really just feel like it's kind of a bad joke or a bad publicity stunt, but, it's real. The guy's really the president.
I mean, yeah, it happened. I mean...
Oh yeah, it happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to think back that it happened. Like I'm still stuck in 2016.
Yeah, no, when
the clock stopped for me right there, and then
when it happened, I remember
for the 4 years.
I was at a bar and I was just like, no, I don't believe it. I told the bartender to turn on the TV, and I was like, no.
Yep.
And I'm just like watching it, and it was just like Trump wins, and I was. No. It's like a bad dream. Yeah, you just don't want to believe it.
Everybody was like that. My girl told me she was at her job when she heard it, and everybody at the office was quiet. They were just like, it was a sad day. It was a sad moment. When I found out about it, I thought it was a joke. I was like, nah, anyway, what the fuck?
Bro.
You guys are joking. Come on. Let me look. I had to look up, literally had to look up. And then even when I looked up, I thought it was a joke, and I had to look up 4 more articles until I finally found a legit source, and I was like, yo, this is real.
Yo, put it this way.
Not a game.
The music was playing beforehand in the bar. When this was announced, the music stopped.
Oh, my God.
Everybody immediately stopped having fun.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of people who are going to make the argument that, oh, Trump, look, guys, I spent 4 years in an office. I'm going to do something good. It doesn't mean I did really good for everyone, but I'm going to do something good so that way I can piggyback on that later when I want to get reelected and say, look how good I was. Look what I did on this. When it comes to everything else, he didn't give a crap. When it came to the crisis, he didn't even jump on it the immediate moment it reacted. He just said, no, it's not a big thing. Relax. Don't worry about it.
It's fake.
Couple months of fake news. Oh, and then he always keeps mentioning, oh, I closed the border. Look how great I was for that. It's like, okay, you close airports from coming from China. That's great. So what about the mistakes you made? You going to hold up to that? No. Cool.
Somebody.
All right, so getting back into it. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy having Trump for 4 years. Another 4 years would be crazy, Biden, all that stuff. But we're not always about politics, to be honest. Life is not all about getting involved in that stuff. Because let's get real, sometimes
I really wasn't involved in it up until Trump came in.
Yeah,
but it's like, look, I'm not a fan of Trump. I'm not endorsing him or anything like that. I've been shocked that he made it. That I was just like, no. It's like a bad dream. It's just like you just don't want to believe that it actually happened. And like he said, he looked through like 4 different sources on his phone up until he figured out, okay, yeah, it's real. He's really the president.
I really had to take the research. Because, back in the day when I got into politics was in 2016. That's when I got into it officially. And it was because of this one man that was in there, and that was Bernie Sanders. At the time I heard about this guy, I just thought, oh, another typical white guy.
Poor Bernie, man.
I thought he was going to be a typical dude. And then eventually you listen to him speak, you listen to his ideas, you look at his policies, you look back at what he's done for 40 years, and you're like, yo, wait a minute. What, this guy existed? In Burlington, Vermont?
Yeah.
Of all places? Like, you were never going to know he existed. He lived all the way over there. He's not, he was from Brooklyn, and then he moved all the way over there. That's tripped me out. He's like, I can't stand the anger of Brooklyn. I'm going to go to live in a little quiet town where people are nice and friendly over there. It's my time. But Bernie was like, I'm a free speaker. And she was like, not today, Bernie. And, after that, it was a whole, what happened. It was Hillary versus Trump, but it was misogyny versus self-righteousness, in a way. I felt like that was the whole argument, and a lot of people were like, oh, look, he's not a government politician. He's a money guy. Let's get him. How'd that work out for you guys?
I just remember sitting there and actually thinking about this. And I sat there and looked at my buddy, and I was like, Trump Hillary. I don't want either of those.
Nope.
I was like, I definitely don't want Donald Trump, but I'm like, I really don't want Hillary Clinton in there either. So it's like, what do you do?
Tough.
It's like you have a shitty situation no matter what you do. It's just like, what if I just don't pick?
Yep. And that's what happened.
A lot of people didn't. Yeah, a lot of people were just like, nope, I'm not playing Lord of the Rings anymore. I'm out.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's just going back to the same thing. You know, that's what people were trying to make as the implication as they try to go, like, we're not doing this. Because if you saw the campaign trail, look, if Hillary decided to play it fair and just went mano a mano with Bernie, won the vote the way she would have, people would have supported her. People would have been like, all right, let's give her a chance. Let's give it a go. But instead, she was like, I'm going to be dirty. I'm going to play dirty. I'm going to play dirty. I'm going to play dirty. Oh, look, Trump. I ain't got nothing to worry about. She didn't even literally go against him in any kind of way. Like, she literally just stepped away as it was the opponent, because she was like, oh, it's Trump. I just got to make him say whatever he wants to say all day, every day. That backfired.
Look, I'm just going to say this. We're all thinking it. Did nobody think Trump was going to win at first? That's why nobody was worried?
Nobody.
And then when he won, everyone was like...
shocked.
But... No.
No, it's not true, sir. It's not true. You can't. It can't be true.
Yeah. We all tried to sit there and be like... What? What do you mean Trump won? What did he win?
That's a joke, right?
Did he win the lottery? Did he win a car? What the fuck do you mean he won? And they're like, no, he won the election, buddy. And it's like, oh, that's bad.
It was real bad. And I mean, it took a lot to take it. The inauguration was not surprising that not a lot of people showed up. That was pretty funny. He acted like everybody showed up, and it was a big crowd, biggest I've ever seen. I was like, come on, dude. Anyone can say that. Like, anyone can say that. I can say, look, I have a huge... It doesn't mean I do. It doesn't mean that. But if I say it with enough confidence... I'm going to have a lot of girls calling me up going, hey, how are you doing today,
I was
honey?
sitting there, I was thinking to myself, wonder what Obama's thinking. He's just watching him walk up to the White House. He's just like, I got to move out. And I'm going to let this guy move in? It's like, are you sure? Are you sure he won? Joe, are you sure?
Recount again. We need to recount again.
I want to look at them votes, man.
People, we need to understand.
We need to come together.
And recount the votes to make sure.
We need to make sure.
That we got the right results.
He's like, honestly, I wonder who he wanted to win.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Obviously, everybody else probably knows who he was endorsing, but
yeah, it's probably Hillary.
I missed it. Okay,
but even if he was endorsing her, I mean, he didn't want to endorse her. Let's get real. Like, their fight when they fought, I think twice maybe. It was nasty.
Yeah,
like it was real.
Bad.
I mean, look,
it was bad.
Look, it was bad because Kamala Harris fought against Biden in a debate, and it was nasty how they fought. Like, she fought him dirt. Like, she did him dirty. And then when the guy pushed up to ask the question, like, oh, so he was like, well, how did it change from how you felt about him then and before and yada yada? And she's like, it was a debate. I was like, okay, so you're saying that you guys can fight dirty when you're debating? That's interesting, especially in the Democrat side.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think maybe you guys just focus on policy next time. Don't go after character. Go policies. Really show us what you can do with that. If you guys can really make a good amount of sense with that, that's your victory. But now you got good versus evil. We'll see how it plays out.
Look, man,
that's all you can say.
All I'm saying is I miss the cat who used to go up there and he was like, rent is too damn high. I want that guy.
Oh yeah, rent. Right now you can't even get rent control. Rent control is rare nowadays, man. Like, you have to pay every year an extra couple amount. Especially, I don't know if anywhere else, but here in California and LA, we're dealing with that.
Yeah.
There are people whose rents are getting up. Mine's is going up every year.
I mean, that's why a lot of people from California now are starting to move to other places like Oregon, Texas, Vegas.
Yep.
You know?
Well, yeah, because
Nevada's a big one.
Yeah, I think it's because California is not becoming what it used to be anymore. Like, it's starting to feel a little unsafe, I think.
I don't know about unsafe.
There was like a riot or something like that, or looters for what was it? There was like, I think it was a protest or something. And in LA, they did it, had a whole fire, everything happened, police did nothing because they were told to step down.
Yeah.
And that, like, right there in itself is already kind of a fear because imagine you're going outside, you don't know anything that's going on. You're just doing your thing, maybe trying to head home, and these people show up and start causing a whole thing. Maybe they're not there to cause any stuff with you, or maybe you get caught in the crossfires.
Yeah,
you know,
it's definitely possible.
Broken glass, maybe some fire gets on you. You're caught in a situation you didn't want to get caught up in. We have to respect each other in that way. I understand that we're trying to express ourselves and tell people out there like, hey, these things are important and we need to focus on these issues, and we're getting angry about it and upset, but it doesn't do anybody good when we start creating carnage. It just makes us look like kids. Throwing some kind of a little bit of a tantrum in a way, and expecting them to respect you for it, but they're not. They're just gonna say, look at them. Look, fire. Oh, look how they destroyed that. They're not gonna take your message serious. They're just
goddamn hoodlums.
They're just gonna take you as a hoodlum. They're gonna take you as, look at this generation. Look how they become, and then we become worse together.
Man, yeah, that's a.
They always do that.
Topic.
Yeah,
this generation this generation that.
Yeah, they always speak. I don't know what, dude. I don't even know, man.
But it's like there's people out there that don't even like really fully understand like which generation they're in, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like a lot of like the earlier 90 kids felt like they weren't millennials, and then you'd sit there and you tell them, it's like, no, you're technically a millennial too. It's just like, what? Really? No. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people don't understand, but then they start putting this like label on everybody. Oh, millennials are like this, millennials are like that. And it's like no, you can't say millennials are like this and that, because that's not the case for me. It's not the case for my boy. Like,
I didn't know I was a millennial until till I don't know when, man. And then I was like, what? Are you no? Really? I thought that was generation before that. I was like, no, man. You're in there. I was like, oh.
And then, baby boomers.
Damn.
I mean, you already know the name baby boomers came from when people came back from the war and they were doing it so much that they had so many kids. That's the name for baby boomers. That's already in itself like, what the hell of a different generation. But I gotta say, we can all come to agree to something, because old school and new school have some of the same ideologies.
I kind of relate more to baby boomers than I do a lot of these newer kids.
Yeah, look, that's crazy. You see, we're not even we don't even have to be from the same generation to understand that generation.
No.
That's the beauty of it. We can actually agree with some of the ideologies from old generations. We can agree to some ideologies from new generation, maybe some new ways, different, but we gotta meet in the middle. Somehow, some way, we got to. But Trump ain't it.
Oh, wow.
He's not the man who's going to put us in the middle. He's putting us in the far one side or far the other. That's why lefts are going extremer, man. Like, their censorship, all this stuff, what's a woman, what's a man. Like, everything is just now becoming like, if you don't agree with this, you are the enemy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we can't have a middle ground or a different perspective on that.
It's like, look, man, why can't I believe what I believe, and you believe in whatever your beliefs are, and we just kind of
finding a way.
Coexist.
Yeah.
Pop out your little house, say, oh, hey, Ron. Hey, Billy. Go in your house and be about your way.
Do your thing,
Mind your own damn business.
I don't mind what you're doing. I don't care if you're having, 3-way, 4-ways in there. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're, having your dog lick peanut butter off your toes. I don't care. Do your thing. As long as you ain't coming outside and looking at the front porch and saying, look at me, and have your dog lick peanut butter in front of me off your feet, then we're good. We got no problems. But you do that, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, we just have to be respectful like that. Like, we gotta. I know that some people, I know around the block, around the area, can be scary. being around because you don't know where to trust. You can feel a little paranoid. You don't know if that person's going to be a good person or if that person's going to be a total butthole. But
censorship.
But somehow, some way, we managed to get along. Whether we're from different sides of a race or culture, we managed to politely get along. So I'm just throwing that out there. And I think, I think we should end on that note. Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that? I like that.
Look, man, be excellent to each other.
Yes.
Party on, dude.
Yeah, just keep on living. Live and love life. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to let you guys know when I actually found for the podcast, for the SoundCloud and everything like that. It might be SoundCloud. It might be Spotify. I really don't know yet. I'm going to let you guys know when I can. But in the meantime, it's going to be on YouTube. If you guys like it, please share, subscribe to the channel. As always, really appreciate it. Catch you guys later. Peace.